pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Detail! Order! Arms! Left! Face! Mark! Time! Mark! Left! Left! Forward! Mark! Left! 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 Eye! Left! 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 Eye! Left! 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 Eye! Left! 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 Eye! Left! Left! Detail! Halt! Everyone, please take this seat. Thank you.
Así que usted sabe cómo está bien incómodo.
Excuse me, I know that so many of you are here to celebrate the appointment by the mayor of a permanent police chief. Before so doing, there is some bookkeeping that the council must take care of first. Before the council is a resolution appointing Richard Diaz as Police Chief, City of Passaic Police Department. If this item could be marked as item 22A, if there's no objection to including this item on tonight's agenda. Seeing no objection. There is also a proposed ordinance to be marked 27A, entitled Ordinance Appointing Police Chief, City of Passaic Police Department. If there's no objection to including this item on tonight's agenda. Seeing no objection at this time. The council in its work session has discussed 22A. I know that all of the members are familiar with it. At this time I'd like to entertain a resolution to accept 22A. Is there a motion, please? There's a motion. Is there a second? Motion and second on 22A, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, thank you. For the benefit of those present, the resolution just passed by the council states, whereas Richard Diaz is currently serving as police chief for the City of Passaic Police Department on an acting basis, and whereas Mayor Dr. Alex D. Blanco wishes to appoint Richard Diaz as police chief for the City of Passaic on a permanent basis, and whereas Richard Diaz possesses all of the administrative and supervisory requirements for the appointments of the position of police chief, and whereas Richard Diaz shall receive such salary as set forth by ordinance in the city's salary schedule, and whereas Richard Diaz has agreed to serve as police chief, subject to the passage of an ordinance of the City Council which provides that the police chief shall serve in the unclassified service of the civil service of the city during the term of the office of the mayor appointing him and until the appointment and qualification of his successor. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Passaic that it consents to the appointment of Richard Diaz as police chief for the City of Passaic, and be it further resolved that Richard Diaz shall be administered an oath to perform the duties of the office faithfully and impartially as soon as practical. Mayor, with your permission, I believe as soon as practical may be now. And with your permission, sir, this council has agreed unanimously with your appointment of Richard Diaz as police chief, and we would like to invite you to swear him in, sir.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. I see fellow police officers from Passaic. Thank you guys for coming down. Friends, see some members of the fire department as well. And also elected officials and appointees from different boards throughout the city. Colin, thank you for coming down today. and Coleman are covering this important event here in our city. This is a very important day for Passaic. This is the day in which we will be appointing the chief of police, the person that is going to keep the realm of our police department. And I am glad to appoint Richard Diaz as that man. Not only is he an outstanding individual, qualified for the position, serving over 20 years in the police department, but also invested in our community. He was raised here, went to school. He also attended different organizations, participated in different organizations throughout the years. Is serving as the Board of Education, as the Vice President, and also decided to buy a property here in Sierra Passaic, in which he owns a house, also other investments in our city. So he's invested in our city, he cares about our city, his heart belongs to the city of Passaic, and I couldn't find a better candidate for the Chief of Police. I can also say, I'm lucky enough to call him my friend, a guy that tells it like it is. What you see with Richard Diaz is what you get. I remember meeting him when I met him about 10 years ago at a PBA function. My wife and I were there sitting, and he came up and said, "Are you Dr. Blanco?" I said, "Yeah, that's me. Were you the one that ran for the board and lost?" I'm like, "Yes, that's me." He said, "Well, no wonder you lost. Come on, stand up. Let's shake some hands. Nobody knows you here." And that's the type of person that Richard Diaz is, dedicated to his job. I remember driving around with him, and my right ear was falling off, just telling me how good the department is and how much better it can be. So I said to myself, well, you know, if I appoint this individual, I want to see facts. And I'm lucky that we see a great police department at the moment, even though, as you know, this past few years have been devastating for many cities here in New Jersey. As a matter of fact, the entire New Jersey, with the cuts that our governor has done throughout the years, especially last year. I am fortunate enough to have a great council with me. Thank you, gentlemen, ladies, for supporting my agenda, my appointment, especially the budget, which was not easy. But I must say that with the help of Ricardo Fernandez, my administrator, we are finally out of transitional aid. So we are no longer considered a distressed city in the eyes of the state of New Jersey. I'm proud of it as the mayor and as the citizens of Passaic living in our city. They are going to be rewarded for that astonishment throughout the years. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to greet the bio of our Chief Richard Diaz. He was born in Manhattan, New York. He moved, his family moved to the city of Passaic when he was 9 years old. He attended the Passaic public school system and graduated from the Passaic High School in 1983. He enlisted in the U.S. Marines his senior year in high school and served honorably until he was honorably discharged in 1987. He attended the Seagull State Police Academy and graduated December 1987. He was hired at our police department December 28, 1986. He was promoted to sergeant January 24, 1999. He was promoted to lieutenant September 28, 2001. Promoted to captain March 5th, 2004. He was promoted to acting deputy chief July 21st, 2004. And then he resumed the title of captain in July 19, 2007. Richard Diaz served in this department. He has received 7 commendations from October 10, 1991 through April of 2003 for his outstanding performance from apprehension of 2 perpetrators who who were involved in an attempted robbery to receiving a commendation for an outstanding performance while investigating the murder of a furlong police officer, Mary Kalura, and the shooting of a Clifton police officer, Clifton Farrar. He served in the Board of Education. The Vice President is married to Carolina Diaz, I guess. And he has 3 children, Richard Diaz Jr., Ian Diaz, and Chloe Diaz. Chief? Well, thank you.
Mary, we need information on that. A little baby sister thing.
Before inviting members of the council to make remarks at this very, very important occasion, we are so very honored to have with us U.S. Congressman Bill Pascrell. Congressman Pascrell, thank you for being here. If we may invite you to make remarks. First, sir, where you're sitting is fine, or if you prefer the podium.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Chief, congratulations